operators, right? So the input for these logical operators, that is the operands, are of truth values. We basically call it to be a truth values, right? Truth values means what? A true or a false. Okay. Now there are actually there are three types of logical operators. There are how many? Three types of logical operators. First one is what? The first one is, we call it to be logical AND. Second one we call it as logical OR. Third one we call it to be logical NOT. Okay, we call it as logical AND, logical OR, and then logical NOT. Okay, since these are operators, then there should be one operator to represent this one, right? The logical AND is represented as two AND symbols. Okay, see here, two AND symbols. If I write two AND symbols, that means this operation is what? Logical AND operation. Then second one, for the logical OR, the operator is two vertical lines. Okay, you see here two vertical lines. Now you may ask, sir, where are these two characters on the keyboard? Okay, usually these characters will be there just above the enter button on the keyboard. Above the enter button, there is one particular keyboard keys. Okay, if you want to press that one, you need to press what? Shift and that particular key. Then you will get this symbol. We call it as, sometimes we call it to be a pipe. Okay, in other terms, sometimes they call it to be a pipe. Okay, if you type two pipes, then the respective operator is logical or a vertical line. Then logical NOT is exclamatory mark. If you use exclamatory mark, then it is called as logical NOT. So these are the three operators which are there in the logical operators: logical AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. Okay, now this is a binary operator. It is binary operator. So what do we mean by binary? Means it requires two operands. It requires what? Two operands. Okay, then same way the logical OR is also a binary operator. It requires two operands. Whereas the logical NOT is unary operator. Unary operator. Unary means what? It requires only one operand. It requires one operand. Okay, this is the basic information about the logical operators. Logical operators operates upon the truth values or the binary values. Why we say binary values? Because it has only two things, 1 and 0. Truth values means true or false. Okay, first let me give certain examples here. Okay, then we will discuss something. All these three different operators. Let's say I will conduct class. Okay, instead of I will conduct the class, let's say this way. Class will be conducted when at least one student appears or one student attends and teacher is present. Now, just try to understand this. I'm just taking a very simple example in order to understand what actually logical operators are. Okay. Now, class will be conducted. Okay, we are going to do certain thing over here. What? Class will be conducted. When the class will be conducted? When at least one student attends the class and teacher is present. Just see here, I'm using a preposition here, and. Right? So class will be conducted when the first one, when this is true and the second one is also true. If this is also true and this is also true, if both are true, then only this class will be conducted. Yes or no? Respond me. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
When at least one student is
Yes,
in the
sir.
class and teacher present. If both are there, if both are true, then only the class will be conducted. Now, suppose if none of the student appears, suppose if this particular statement is false, if this particular statement is false, means what? Nobody is there in the class, but sir is present or madam is present, the teacher is present. Will that class be conducted? Definitely not.
No, sir.
Or it can happen in this way also. Students are there, say all students are there, but the teacher is on leave. Say if this is false, then will that particular class be conducted? No. Other possibility is what? If all are false, that is, these two are false, students are also not there, teacher is also not present, then definitely that class will not be conducted. So the focusing point over is that the preposition what I am using here, and. Okay, this result here is what? Class will be conducted when both of these its operands are true. When both its operands are true. If both are true, then only class will be conducted, right? And the operation what I am performing is and. Why I am telling you this particular example? Because this example is very much essential in order to understand the logical and operation. Okay, as I said, logical and operation means what? It requires how many operands? It requires two operands. Let us say here, I'm just putting it over here. The first one is, this is first operand, second one is second operand. Okay, then the operation what I'm performing, say the operation is AND operation. Okay, and here I will be writing the result. Now tell me, when there is a, say, and, okay, let me take off this one, say, let me put it in a proper looking format. Okay, yes. Fine. Yes. Now, just try to visualize that this is a table. In the first column, you have operand 1. Second column is what? It is operation, right? Operation. And then the operation here we are talking about is AND operation, logical and then the second operand and then the result. First time say, when the first operand is false, second operand is false, what do you expect result to be?
False.
Right, if you just look into this example here, if both are these false, students are not present and teacher is also not present, then class will not be conducted, right? So that means if the first operand is false and this and is what? Logical and here. And the second operand is false, then definitely class will not be conducted. That is, result is what? Again, false. Here F means what? False. Then there can be other possibility that students are there and students are not there and teacher is there. Students are absent and teacher is present. Then what do you think? The class will be conducted or not?
Not
False, sir.
conducted.
Right?
False.
Class cannot be conducted. That means result is false. Right? Then assuming this way, students are present and teacher is absent, then what do you expect? Whether the class will be taken or not? It will not be taken.
False.
Result is again false. Right? Now look at this case. Students are there and teacher is also there, then definitely class will be taken.
True.
Right? So this is the operation or how the logical AND works. So what you have to understand here, you have to focus on this value, this particular row here. Okay. Logical AND, pay attention now. Logical AND gives the result as true when its both operands are true when its both operands are true. Else in the sense, in the other cases, it will result in a false. It will result in a false. Logical AND will provide true value as the result. When it will give true? When it's both the values, that is, it's both the operands are true. Then only it gives true. Otherwise, it gives the false value. This is the how logical AND operation works. Now, this is theoretical. So, give us an example here. How we need to understand with the example. This is a just verbal example with some statements, but how actually it is taken in the programming concept. Let us see here. Let us say A is say 10. Okay. B is say 20. Pay attention, students. Okay. A is 10. B is 20. Let us say other two more values. Say C is 30. And D is 40. These are the four variables I have here. What are the variables? Four variables A, B, C, D. Okay, let me keep this one here. Okay, now check here. A less than B. Okay, then and say C less than D. Now try to understand it very clearly. Now, how many operations are here? If you look, there are many operations. How I can say many operations? If you look into this first bracket, there is a, what type of operation? Relational operation, right? There is a relational operation here. Then what I have? Two AND symbols. So two AND symbol means what? It is a logical AND operation. Then again, I have one more bracket here. In this bracket, I have one more, that is third operation. Which is this operation? It is again logical. It is relational operation, right? Then, if you look here, since there are brackets, that means first I have to evaluate this relational operator. Then I have to evaluate this relational operator. Then I have to go for what? Logical AND operation. So, there are three operations here. This is A less than B is first relational. Then I have one more relational. Then if the result comes, then I have to perform what? This logical AND operation. Now tell me, A less than B. What is the result? A less than B is 10 less than 20. Okay, let me substitute here. Let me explain in detail. Okay, then C is what? 30 less than 40. This is how you have to visualize, you have to understand. Now, 10 less than 20. What will be the result?
True.
True.
Right? 10 less than 20 is true. Then AND. Then what about the second one? 30 less than 40. So what is this? Is it a true or a false? It is also
True.
So first step is done. Next step, what I need to do? Now this true is one operand, first operand, and the second one, this true is second operand. Okay. Now what will be the result? AND will give true when it's both the operands are true. This should be true, this should be true. So in this case, what is there? Both are true only. So what you expect the result to be? A true value. You expect it to be a true value. Understood, student, this explanation? The final result of this one is a true. Okay, now let us check this way. Okay. Let me have A greater than B and C less than D. This is second.
False.
This is second example. Okay, now see here. What I have here, let me show the values A. Okay, A greater than B. So what is A greater than B will result? True or a false? What is the value of A? 10. B is 20.
10.
Is
10
greater than
false.
20? No, it is false.
False.
Whenever you see a false value in the logical AND, definitely the answer is going to be false. That you have to remember. If you just look at this one, If any one of the operand is false, here both are false, result is false. In this case, one is false, one of the operand is false, then the result is false. Here, the second operand is false, result is false. That means what? If any one of the operand is false, then the AND will give. If both are true, it will give true value. If you just look here, first one is false and second one is what? It is true. But what I should expect the result here? First is false, second is true. As per the logical AND, the result will be what? Result will be false. Why false? Because anyone is false here, that means AND will give a false value. Understood, student, this one?
Yes, sir.
If there are any doubts, if anybody is having any doubts, just clarify here itself. I'm just waiting for 30 seconds. If there are, ask me here itself. I will just put the screen on this stage. Operand 1, logical AND, operand 2, and the result. This is the truth table. We call it to be a truth table. Okay. You need to remember what? The logical operators operates on operands which have the truth values. The inputs are true or false. Then only it will work. Okay. Yes. Then, students, whenever you are answering, okay, to the questions, you just answer and immediately go on a mute. Otherwise, what will happen? Some background noise will come. So avoid that one. Okay, you may just unmute yourself for answering. Just after the answer is done, just go for a mute. Okay. Yes. Now, let us study the second type of logical operator. Second type of logical operator is what? The OR operator. Logical OR operator. Okay, now let me write the truth table for this. Directly I will write the truth table for this one. Just pay attention. Operand 1, then logical OR, then operand 2, and then we have result. Okay, now again we can have the 4 possibilities here. False, the logical OR represented in 2 pipelines or 2 vertical lines. F, this is first possibility. Second is false, true. Third possibility, false, true, then false. And the fourth one is true, true. Okay, now let me put it in a different lines for your understanding. Now, logical operator will give true result when any one of its operands are true. That means what? Just read the statement here. Logical operator will give result as a true when any one of its operand is true. If both are false, then it will give false. If both of the operands are false, then it will give false. Otherwise, it will give true value. Now, try to evaluate here. In the first case, you have 2 operands. What is the first operand? F, that is false. Second operand is false. Then what shall I expect the result to be?
False.
False.
False. Why false?
True.
The OR, how it works? If any one of the operand is true, then it is true. On the other way, how you need to understand? If both are false, then only it is false. In this case, both of its operands are false, then result is going to be what? False. Okay, now the second case. In the second case, first operand is false and the second operand is true. Then what will result?
True.
True.
I
False.
true because the result will be true.
False, sir.
Why?
True, sir.
Sir, false.
It will give a
One operand will be
it will give a true value.
So one is true.
Just go on a mute. I will explain. Okay, I will explain why this is. Okay, logical OR is something what? When any one of the operand is true, the result is true. That is, this is also true. See, this is false, this is true. To give an example, see here, let me take one example here. Okay, say, I will conduct class. See here, this is the result. I will conduct the class is result. That means what? Teacher is present. You have to remember here. I will conduct the class. When one student is present. Let me not take this one. Let me take a different one here. When class room is available, okay, or internet is available. Let's see whether it works out. Now, what I'm trying to say here, I will conduct the class when either classroom is available or internet is available. That means what? Here, I'm just trying to tell you, this is offline classes and this is, say, online classes. Getting the point? Now, I will conduct the class when any one of this is true. If I have the offline, if it is an offline classes, then I require a classroom to be vacant. If this is true, then I can conduct the class. If this is false, let me check for the online classes. Is this particular internet is available with me? Yes, it is available. Can I conduct the class? Yes, I can conduct the class. If classroom is also not available and there is no internet also, then is it possible for me to take the class? No, it is not possible for me to take the class. Means this logical OR will result in a false value when it's both the operands are false. If this is also false and the second operand is also false, then OR will give false value. Rest cases means if anyone is true, first or a second or both are true, then the result is true. Understood this simple example, this explanation of the example? If you just apply the same thing over here, first one is what? Classroom is not available, internet is not available, then I cannot take the class, so result is false. Same way, classroom is not available, classroom is not available, but I have the internet. That means what? I can take the class, right? That the result is true. Then classroom is available. True means this T means what? Classroom is available and internet is not there. That is sorry, or internet is not there, but still I can take the class, right? Then classroom is also available or internet is also available, then I can take the class. If any one of its operands are true, then the result is going to be true only. Result will become false when both of its operands are false. That is the logical operation, how the OR works. Okay. Understood this one? Logical OR operation?
Yes, sir.
Now say the
Yes,
example.
sir.
Let us check the example. Okay, let me take the these four values. Let me take the same values. Okay, let us check it out. Okay, let me put 20 only. Fine. Now, A greater than B or okay, C greater than D. C greater than D. Now tell me what will be the result here. A greater
False.
Let us go step by step. First example, let us go step by step. Okay. This is equals to A greater than B means what? Is 10 greater than 20? False.
False.
Then or then C greater than D. Is 30 greater than 40? No, that is a
False.
False.
now result next. The final result is what? I need to do the logical OR.
False.
Operands are both are false.
False.
The result is going to be false.
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 Correct? Yes, very good. Now, next one. Say A less than B or C equals to D. Now see here, step by step. Okay, first one, A less than B. Is 10 less than 20? Yes. 10
True.
or
True.
C equals to D. C equals to D. That means what? Is 30 is equals to 40? Is false.
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 But the logical OR, in this case, one of the operand is true here. Then the result is going to be what?
True. True.
Right? This is the how logical OR operation works. Is that clear, student?
Yes, sir.
Is this
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Okay. Now, let me ask a question to the students who were from the commerce background, who have not studied the truth table earlier. So what do you think? Is it simple? Is it easy to understand or is it difficult? Commerce students,
It's
please
easy,
answer.
sir. Yes, sir, it's easy.
It's easy? Are you following this one?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Nikhil, will you turn off your video? Nikhil, 231, turn off your video. Good. Now, the third type of operator. Third type of logical operator, that is logical not. Logical not is represented how? It is represented with the exclamatory. And I said it is a unary operator. It is a unary operator. It requires how many operands? It requires only one
One.
operand.
One single operator.
So unary, logical not. Yeah, you just hear this word not means what? Reverse of that. Okay, reverse of that. That means if there is a true value, when you apply not with that one, that is not of true, will give an answer as what? Will give an answer as false. Okay, the same way, if assume that there is something called as a false. If you apply not with the false, what it gives? It gives its reverse value, that is other value, that is true. So basically, logical and what it does? It just reverses its answer. We know it can have only two possible ways. One is a true or a false value. If it is a true, and if you perform not operation, then result is what? False. The truth table, if you want to write the truth table for this one, it is something like this. Operand, since there is only one operand, I will write it to be operand. Then operator is what here? Operator is not operator. And this is result. Okay. Now, if it is true, then the operation how I will perform? Not true. Result is what? False. Second case, operand can have a false value. Then not of false is what? True. Just pay attention to the operand and the result. If operand is T, result is F. If operand is F, result is T. Is it reversing the values? If it is a T, it is making it to be false. If it is a false, it is making it to be true. That is the advantage, or that is how the logical not works. Logical not just interchanges or just reverses the value of its operand. Follow this one, logical not?
Yes, sir.
Say here, take an example. A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Okay, A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Now, not of A less than B. I will explain this first time, pay attention. Not within the bracket A less than B. Then how to evaluate this one? So equals to Now here brackets are there. First I have to work on the brackets.
False.
What is the operation? It is a relational operation. A less than B. So A less than B, what is the A value? It is 10. Let me write it a step by step. 10 less than 20. 10 less than 20. Now here, not I will keep as it is and within the bracket. Now here, what I will get the answer? 10 less than 20. 10 less than 20 is
True.
what? Is true. Okay.
True.
So this time I will operate what? I will operate with the not. So not of true means what? It is false.
False.
Is false. Understood this one? How I got the value as a false here? First, I evaluated what? The relational operator A less than B. That is 10 less than 20 is a true value. But this true is again getting operated with logical not. Logical not means it will reverse the value. It is true. When you reverse it, you get a false. Why only you get a false? Because truth values can have only two possibilities, true or a false. Apart from that, there is nothing. In binary numbers, you have right 1 or a 0. 1 means true, 0 means false. If it is a true, it converts into false here. Okay, let us say the other example. Exclamatory mark, say A greater than B. Now, how it works? A greater than B. First, within the bracket, what is there? That I have to check. What is the value of A now? 10 greater than 20. Okay, now again I will keep the not over here. So within the bracket I will evaluate now. So 10 greater than 20, is it true or a false? Yes, it is false. 10 is not greater than 20, that is false. Now the false is what? False is the operand for whom? For the not. So the result of this will be what? As it is a not, what it will do? It will reverse its value. So you get true value here. Following students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yes. Fine. So let us try to, as of now, okay, program is not necessary for this one as of now. We'll see in the upcoming sessions, we definitely will encounter with the logical operations, all of these three logical operations. During that time, we will see these working. The thing you need to remember here is that, okay, what we learned based upon these logical operators is this one. Operands. For logical operators, the operands are always what? The truth values. Truth values means the true or a false. In the other terms, binary values 1 or a 0. Right? Remember this one. The operands for logical operators are true or false. Only these two. Apart from that, nothing we will have. How many operators, logical operators are there? 3. What?
3.
Logical and, logical or.
Logical or.
How to represent and? 2 and symbols. And or is 2 pipelines or 2 vertical lines. Then the not is the exclamatory. Okay. Whereas this and or both are binary operators. Means it requires 2 operands. Whereas not, it requires only 1 operand. Because it is a unary operator. Understood? Always, the one thing you need to remember always that the operands for logical operators are always the binary numbers or the what you say, the truth values. So if you just look at these examples over here, whenever I'm using this logical or the logical and, its first operand and second operands are always what? Relational operators. Notice here once again, I will repeat once again. This is what? Logical or. This is its first operand. This is second operand. What are these 2 operands basically? They are again the relational operators. Why relational operators? Result of relational operator is always true or a false. Right? If you notice in the and also, this is logical and. It has 2 operands, first one and the second one. If you look again this, what it is actually? It is a relational operator. Second operand is also relational operator. Why relational operator? Because when this is evaluated, you get the values, that is result, in the form of true or of false. So to remember what here, logical operators, operands are always the truth values, and most of the time whenever it is a and, logical and or the logical or, the operands are always the relational operators. Okay, fine. Now time is 1.5 minutes. Go and enter your attendance. Be quick. Next week, students, on any day, any particular class, I am going to conduct a test, online test. Remember, online test means whenever the class starts, during that time only you will get the questions on your mobile, and you have to answer within, say, within 30 seconds or within 1 minute. Okay, and after that you will not be able to answer to the questions. Those are going to be online tests. Next week you will have your first test, and the results will be shared with your parents, just to show that where you all stand for, how much you are understanding the class. And I have told you earlier, you need to make the rough notes. Okay, since this is a first online test, I expect that you have already made the rough notes. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so with that particular point, I will stop the class, and we will have the class in the next, that is on Monday. Okay, yes. Those who remain absent, that report will be again sent to your parents, and we will ask your parents the reason why the students are not attending the classes and even the test from your parents. Your parents have to answer for that. Remember that. Now I can see around 40 students or 50 students are attending the classes, whereas the remaining class students are not attending the class. Your parents will have to answer to the question, what is the reason for not attending the classes? Okay. Yes, then we'll